Sivaye Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our program on a 360-degree view of 9th Tirumurai. As part of this program, we have been going around to various temples and taking a recording of those temples to show you how magnificent these temples are. Today, we are going to take you to Tanjore Big Temple. Our Florida-based Swamini Amma Divyananda ji is going to introduce this temple to us, and Swami ji is going to walk around this temple for us. We also have Saurirasanai from Amapete. Both of them came in to guide us and help us as well. So we could see that there was a lot of insights when we were going around this temple. We could get a lot of information from. It was like a knowledge sharing, knowledge pouring from each and every guru for us. It was a lovely trip which you are going to witness now. First, let's hear about this temple from Swamini Amma.
Shivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam Vanakam. Standing before the Gopuram at the big temple at Tanjore, inside there is a Shivalinga measuring 12 feet high. Its Avurayar measures 18 feet wide. The 12 feet signify all of the vowels of the Tamil language, and the 18 feet signify and represent the 18 consonants of the Tamil language. Therefore, there is nothing that can be said in the Tamil language that is not represented here in this temple. Not one word, one utterance, one holy name, one family name, one mantra, nothing. All of the sacred literature of the Tamil language is contained here in this sacred temple. Another feature, a fascinating feature of this temple is that the sun never creates a shadow. The shadow of this temple, this Gopuram, never falls on the ground. It falls directly on its base. It's totally self-contained. What a marvel of engineering and architecture this place really is. So as you look around, you see that the accompanying structures, the architecture is slightly different in each one, or very different in some others. And this Gopuram is created by Rajaraja Cholan, and the other structures are created by conquering kings who came after. And they built structures to enhance the beauty and sacred space of this Tanjore big temple structure complex. So please do look around and enjoy the beauty and the sanctity of this holy place. Enjoy the architectural features. And take a moment to think about your Tamil language and all the words you say, that they're all contained here, which means that Tamil language will live forever. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Tiruchitrambalam.
Sivaye Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our program on the 360-degree of 9th Tirumurai. I think we have been talking about this in various angles and in a variety of manner. In the same series, today we are going to introduce you to a very beautiful and a magnificent temple, which is Tanjore Big Temple. One thing to say about this particular temple is we have a separate sanctum for one of the Siddhar who wrote almost 10 Tirupadikams in the 9th Tirumurai, and he is none other than Karuvur Devar, and this is his sanctum. This sanctum is filled with bliss and holiness. Once you visit this temple, you will be able to relate and you will be able to realize that this is something not to be expressed in words, rather it must be felt. So I would invite you, all of you, to come here, visit at least once, put in all your wishes, and you will see all your dreams and wishes coming true. This is not just words, you will see it for yourself, because all about God, Lord Shiva and Siddhars and whatever has been given to us as part of the Tamil community is all experience and nothing is just words. Now I would like to invite Swami Vijayananda ji from Florida to give us a short talk on Karuvur Devar.
Om Namah Shivaya. Today is a very beautiful and blessed day for all of us. Sauri Rasanaya, myself and Lavanyamma and Swamini Divyananda ji, who is around the temple here. We are here on this particular day in Tanjore in Brihadeshwara temple, which is a beautiful temple, but particularly we are right in front of Karuvur Thevar temple, where Rajaraja Cholan has immortalized Karuvur Thevar's contribution. Right here in Tanjore, Karuvur Thevar is immortalized, and his contribution to the Tirumurais is immortalized. His contribution to the 9th Tirumurai is immortalized. We just heard Sauri Rasanaya explain in Tamil story was. Now, when you compare all the 63 Nayanmars to all these great saints in the 9th Tirumurai, which is being popularized nowadays by Singapore Namtamar Ooran Research Center, 9th Tirumurai is getting known among the Sivanadiyars and others in other countries. This has come out in 5 languages and has been come out in 7 countries. This has come out. So credit all goes to Srimati Siva Lavanya of Namtamar Ooran Research Center in Singapore. So it's in relation to this 9th Tirumurai that we are here, because most of the songs in the 9th Tirumurai, the majority of songs in 9th Tirumurai is the contribution of Karuvur Thevar. Now Karuvur Thevar, like we heard from Sauri Rasanaya, was a great Siddha. He was a non-conformal. He was not a conformal saint, but coming from a Siddha tradition, he was a non-conformist. He did what he wanted to do. To such an extent, when he went to Tirunelveli, Nellayappar temple, he just went in there and asked him, "Oh Lord, are you here?" And Shiva did not respond him. Just intentionally he did not respond to make Karuvur Thevar's name known to the world. So he did not respond. So when Karuvur Thevar did not hear a response from Lord Shiva, "Oh, you're not here. Okay, so this temple is a wasteland." So he just said those words in a way of cursing the temple and walked away. As soon as he did this, he walked away, the temple became a kind of a wasteland. So the priests and the others, having seen this, they ran behind Karuvur Thevar, begged him to come back. And then Shiva himself said, "Come, I'm still there." So when Karuvur Thevar came, and when he came back, then the temple flourished. The other story that related to Karuvur Thevar is this particular temple where we are standing right now, where Rajaraja Cholan built this temple about 1,000 years ago, 1100 years ago. He built this temple, and when they were installing the main deity, which is Brihadeshwara, the Sivalingam itself is 12-foot height, and the Avudayar is about 18-foot height. But then when you install a Shivalingam, you have to do Ashtabandhanam around it to bind it to the base. So when they were doing the Ashtabandhanam, which is made in herbal materials, the Ashtabandhanam, as usual, it should bind. But in this particular case, it did not bind the Shivalingam to the base, or the entire Avudayar and the Shivalingam to the base. So there was something not right. So then Rajaraja Cholan realized, I need to get my guru, Karuvur Thevar. So Karuvur Thevar was to Agasthyar. So he sent a message, and Karuvur Thevar came here. So Karuvur Thevar, with his magic of Siddha powers, he was chewing pan, and he mixed some of the juices with that, with the Ashtabandhanam, and then made it a Navabandhanam. And the 9th element in was his saliva from the pan leaves. So that mixed together bound the Shivalingam. So we still have Karuvur Thevar. A part of Karuvur Thevar is part of the Shivalingam here in Brihadeshwara. And that's why Rajaraja Cholan put a beautiful temple for Karuvur Thevar right behind me, that you could see many devotees come here to fulfill their wishes. So whatever you wish, if it's the right kind of wish, then he fulfills it. We just saw that there was a little group of people who brought an invitation for a marriage, and they put it under his feet to get it blessed by Karuvur Thevar, and they gave us all sweet pongal, prasadam. So that is how Karuvur Thevar is as good as one of the deities here, is as good as a god. So we are all so blessed to be here.
We were blessed to sing the entire Padigam in front of Karuvur Thevar. I still believe that it is a calling and it is a blessing to do so.
Let's go.
உலகெலாம் தொழ வந்தெழுகதிர் பருதி ஒன்று நூறாயிரம் கோடி
அழகலாம் பொதிந்த திருவுடம்பச்சோ அங்கனே அழகிலோ அரணம் பலகுலம் படை செய் நெடுநிலை மாடம் பருவரை ஞாங்கர் திங்கள் இலைகுலாம் பாதனத்து இஞ்சி சுள் தஞ்சை ராஜராஜேஸ்வரத்திவர்க்கே நெற்றியில் கண்யன் கண்யன் நெஞ்சினில் அஞ்சிலம் வலைக்கும் போற்றிருவடியன் குடி முழுதாழ புகுந்தன போந்தன இல்லை மற்றன குறவேன் மழிதிரை வடவாற்றிடு புனல் மதகில் வாழ்முதலை ஏற்றினி கிடங்கில் இஞ்சி சுள் தஞ்சை ராஜராஜேஸ்வரத்திவர்க்கே சடைகளு மகுடம் தன்னிலா விரிய வெண்ணிலா விரிதரு தரள குடை நிழல் விடை மேற்கொண்டுலா போதும் குறிப்பெனோ கோங்கினர் அணைய குடைகளு நிருபர் முடியோடு முடிதேந்து உக்க செஞ்சுடற்படு குவையோங்கு இடைகளு மாடத்து இஞ்சி சுள் தஞ்சை ராஜராஜேஸ்வரத்திவர்க்கே வாழியம் போதத்து அருகுவார் விடயம் வரிசையின் விலங்களின் அடுத்த சூழலம் பளிங்கின் பாசலராதி சுடர்விடு மண்டலம் பொலிய காழகில் கமழும் மாளிகை மகளிர் கங்குள்வாய் அங்குழி கெடும யாழொலி சிலம்பும் இஞ்சி சுள் தஞ்சை ராஜராஜேஸ்வரத்திவர்க்கே எவரும் வானவர்கள் ஈட்டமும் தாட்டிரு கமலத்தை அமரரும் ஆலவும் அறிவரும் பெருமை அடலடல் உமிழல் கிளம்ப உவரிமா கடலின் ஒலிசை மாமருகில் உருகாளிற்றரசி நதீட்டம் இவருமா வரையை இஞ்சி சுள் தஞ்சை ராஜராஜேஸ்வரத்திவர்க்கே அருளுமாறருளி ஆளுமாறாள அடிகள் தம் அழகிய விழியும் குருளும் வாரும் காட்டியான் பெற்ற குயிலினை மயல் செய்வதழகோ தரளவான் குன்றில் தன்னிலா ஒளியும் தருகுவால் பெருகுவான் தெருவில் இருளலாம் கிழியும் இஞ்சி சுள் தஞ்சை ராஜராஜேஸ்வரத்திவர்க்கே தனி பெரும் தாமே முழுதூரம் பிறப்பின் தளிரிறப்பினை வென்றார் நினைப்பரும் தம்பால் சேரலின்றேனும் நெஞ்சிடிந்துருகுவதென்னோ சனை பெரும் கலங்கள் பொய்கையங்கழுநீர் சூழ மாளிகை சுடர் வீசும் என்னை பெருமானம் செய் இஞ்சி சுள் தஞ்சை ராஜராஜேஸ்வரத்திவர்க்கே பன்னெடுங்காலம் பணி செய்து பழையோ தாம்பலை ஏம்பலித்திருக்க என்னெடுங்கோயில் நெஞ்சு வீற்றிருந்த எளிமையை என்றும் நான் மறக்கேன் என்னடும் பொருவத்து இளமையில் அணையார் விலங்கல் செய் நாடக சாலை நடப்பாயிலும் இஞ்சி சுள் தஞ்சை ராஜராஜேஸ்வரத்திவர்க்கே மங்குள் சொல் போதின் ஒளிவர நிறைந்து வஞ்சகர் நெஞ்சக தொழிப்பார் அங்கடல் சுடராம் அவர் கிளவேனில் அலர்கதிரணையர் வையரோ பொங்கெழு திருநீர் அழிபோ சிவனப்பில் புனல் துளும் பவிசடை முழுகர் எங்களுக்கு நியர் இஞ்சி சுள் தஞ்சை ராஜராஜேஸ்வரத்திவர்க்கே தனியார் எத்தனை ஆயிரம் வருமாம் தன்மையோர் என் வயத்தினராம் கனியர திருதி கரும்பர் வெண்பூரினோர் கட்டியராட்ட புனிதர் பொற்கடலர் மகுடர் புண்ணியர் பொய்யில் அமையற்கு இனியறியத்தனையும் எஞ்சி சூழ் தஞ்சை ராஜராஜேஸ்வரத்திவர்க்கே சரள மந்தார சண்பகவகுள சந்தன நந்தன வனத்தின் இருள் வெறி முழுப்பின் எஞ்சி சூழ் தஞ்சை ராஜராஜேஸ்வரத்திவரை அருமருந்தருந்தி அல்லல் கருவூர் அறைந்த சொல் மாலை ஈரைந்தில் பொருள் மருந்துடையோர் சிவபாதம் என்னும் பொன்னடும் குன்றுடையோரே.
திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். அருள் தரும் பெரிய நாயகி அம்மை உடனமர் அருள்மிகு பெருவிடையார் திருவடிகள் போற்றி போற்றி. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.
Hope you enjoyed the temple tour. Hope we were able to show you a glimpse of the temple. Now I would like to share some of the experiences we had in this temple. We heard that there is a statue or a portrait. We were not very sure. As Swamiji was mentioning earlier about the Ashtabandhan related event, it seems Karuvur Thevar is grinding the Ashtabandhan and Rajaraja Cholan is standing next to him. There is a painting or a portrait or a kind of a statue over there. This was something we heard. So we were curious to see that and we were asking around. No one had an idea about that. But I would say that Karuvur Thevar blessed us with something else when we were searching for this. He showed us another statue or a carving. It's not a statue but it's a carving where there's a group of Siddhars and Karuvur Thevar is part of it. We also saw another carving where Karuvur Thevar is in the middle and he's having Rajaraja Cholan on one side and Kundavai Pratiyar on the other side, which is Rajaraja Cholan's sister. We saw these two and I feel that it's a big blessing that Karuvur Thevar has bestowed on us. Another beauty of this temple, I mean everything in this temple is, as I said, it's heavenly, it's beyond words, it's something like we can't even imagine if a human can do it. It's that beautiful. If we talk about the Nandi, such a big and magnificent Nandi, that is what you're witnessing right now, and it is so beautifully done. In spite of the big size, the beauty is really attracting us. Now, one more information that we saw, we were astonished to see, was if you look at the two Dwarabalakars, the way how the Dwarabalakar is done is the big statue is there and on one of his leg he's just stamping on a snake. The snake is trying to swallow an elephant. When we ask someone to give an example of big, huge or something of that sort, immediately we will only be thinking about elephant because that is what we are able to see right now. In front of us we do see that. So we know the moment we talk about something big, we always imagine elephant. So you can imagine a full grown elephant, how big it's going to be. And if a snake wants to swallow that particular elephant, how big the snake has to be. So now you have to use your imagination, how big the snake has to be. And this person is stamping on that snake, which means he is multifold, he is bigger in size, right? Now he is showing us that there is only one God or one, the moment you talk about something big, it's only one God and that is inside, who is Lord Shiva. So the way how Rajaraja Cholan saw Lord Shiva and how he wanted us to see Lord Shiva is beautifully done with just this statue alone. There are so many beauties in this, but I'm just giving you an example of only one. Next time when you go to this temple, please don't miss the Dwarabalakars. You will be astonished to see the way how Rajaraja Cholan wanted to tell us, depict the beauty and this magnificent size of Lord Shiva. That is what you have witnessed right now. Hope we showed you a glimpse of this temple. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Swamiji and Swamini Amma who came all the way from Florida in spite of the heavy floods in Fort Lauderdale, and their house was almost it's being affected. in spite of it, they knew what were the repercussions. In spite of that, they kept their word and they came down for this trip. I would really like to take this opportunity to thank them for the sacrifices they had done for this video to be here in front of you. I would also like to thank Ammapettai Saurirasan Ayya for being with us throughout this trip, helping us, guiding us and supporting us with a lot of information. It was like, honestly, it was like Ubadeshams happening every minute for us. It was a bliss. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. G.P. Nallasivam, who works in Tanjore Tamil University as Philosophy Department, Head of Department for Philosophy. He was with us, guided us, and he supported us for this event as well. I would also like to thank each one of you watching this video, as well as everyone who helped to contribute for this video. Now, if you would like to say that this video had benefited you, or if it would be good to know the success of this video, and I would say the success of this video would be graded only when this motivates you to visit this temple and you go there, have your experience, and then share that in the comment section. That is what we call it as a success for our effort. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you had a good time now. Now, I would urge all of you to visit Tanjore Big Temple, have the same or even more better experience than what we had. See you one and all with the next video very soon, with the next temple trip very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam.